It was the photo that broke the internet. Singer Adele's incredible weight loss transformation. Inside the Sirtfood eating plan she reportedly used. What is it? And can it work for you? Coming up next. Up next, Sirtfoods. They're reportedly behind Adele's transformation that the internet can't stop buzzing about. What are these Sirtfoods, and can they really help you drop the weight? We did our own Sirtfood challenge to see what really happens after 14 days. Singer Adele broke the internet when she posted photos of her incredible transformation. The headlines suggest she lost around 50 pounds thanks to something called Sirtfoods. So today, we answer all the questions you have about this new category of foods. What are Sirtfoods? Will they work for you the way they did for Adele? And what can they really do for weight loss? Joining us now, nutritionist Dr. Kellyann. The world wants to know, what are Sirtfoods? They can spell it, they can actually pronounce it, but what are they?
Sirtfoods. So Adele pierced the stratosphere with this whole concept of adding something to her diet called polyphenols. And Dr. Oz, polyphenols are antioxidants. And these antioxidants do something very interesting. They trigger a protein, and this protein is called sirtuin, hence the Sirtfoods. And these sirtuin foods, they have a tendency to really boost your body's ability to get your metabolism working better for you. So your body processes fats and sugars better, and voila, transformation happens.
Now, I remember 15 years ago, we were writing all these U-books.
Yes.
And we wandered onto this concept of sirtuin.
Yes.
And I realized if I could just change that. In fact, companies were trying to change it with medications.
Yes.
You would dramatically shift the way our bodies function. The fact that foods that our mom would have told us to eat, and Adele's mom probably told her to eat years ago, can do this for her, are remarkable. So walk us through the foods that actually turn on the sirtuins.
So this is what turns it on. Simple, basic foods that we love: arugula, kale, garlic, chili peppers, strawberries, buckwheat, and get this, Dr. Oz, red wine. Red wine is on the table, and I know I hear everyone cheering when I say that. And you're really going to love this: dark chocolate. Dark chocolate and olive oil. These are the Sirtfoods that are creating those transformations. There's about 20 of them. And you're also, part of this whole plan is you're going to be having shakes. You're going to be having these shakes that are made from these Sirtfoods, which is really interesting.
So this is the foundation. I know you have protein sources that are in addition, but don't interfere with this sirtuin. So what are they?
You've got things like eggs, shrimp, steak. You add that with the Sirtfoods, and bam.
So again, what interested me the most is all this research showing that Sirtfoods may benefit your heart. They could benefit you by reducing inflammation, which is sort of cool when you're worried about things like COVID-19, and even aging. So reportedly, Adele has adopted this way of eating, and there have also been reports that Pippa Middleton also eats this way. So we decided we would do our very own Sirtfood 14-day challenge with you, with viewers, to see if this meal regimen can help you fight those pandemic pounds. To get the skinny on if Sirtfoods can help you lose weight, we set up a 14-day challenge. Our viewers wanted to know, can eating these foods help you get the same slimming results as Adele?
I'm gonna start making my salad.
So the participants changed up what they were eating.
I went to our local co-op. I purchased all the necessary ingredients.
2 large handfuls of spinach, 1 large handful of arugula.
Here is a Sirtfood juice that I drink daily.
And track their measurements and any other health changes they noticed.
My stomach has been feeling good. I'm going to the bathroom consistently.
It wasn't easy.
Day 1, I'm not going to dispute, it was a tough one.
I feel a little sluggish. I think if somebody told me that I would have been doing this at any time of my life, I would have said, oh, hell no. But bottoms up.
Then changes began.
And I'm noticing that my face is thinning out. I was pretty surprised when I stepped on the scale this afternoon.
My energy levels are huge.
And after 14 days,
And I'm about to weigh in.
the results are in. It is time for the results. We have examples of the food diaries that our viewers kept over their 14-day Sirtfood challenge. Kellyann, please explain what the typical meals on the Sirtfood program look like. In the first week. Start off with the first couple of days.
First couple of days. So here is what's on the table the first couple of days. You're going to have 3 of the Sirtfood juices. You're going to have 1 meal a day. So throughout the day, 3 juices. You're going to have 1 Sirtfood meal. You're going to have beverages like coffee and tea. And guess what? That dark chocolate for a snack, baby, that is on the table. So this is the first couple of days. So day 1 through 3.
Now, I noticed it's only 1,000 calories. So that's
1,000 calories. That's the start.
So that's the hard part, the first 3 days. Okay. After the first 3 days, when you're only eating 1,000 calories, you're going to be looking for a little bit of a break. So it turns out for the second half of this week, days 4 through 7, you can get 1,500 calories.
1,500 calories, and what that's going to be is 2 of the green drinks, Dr. Oz, and we're going to get 2 of the Sirtfood meals. Doesn't have to be what's in the picture. There's lots of choices. Also, you're going to get the dark chocolate as a snack, yay, and we're going to get the beverages again. You can go with coffee and tea.
All right, what's on the program for the second week?
Yep, so for the second week, they call it phase 2, and we're not counting calories as much. What we want to do is really change the way we think about food, get a lot of healthy foods in our diet. So what you can have is 1 of the green juice that we love, and 3 of the Sirtfood meals. So 3 of them, and...
So breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and there's a lot of choices, and, of course, you're going to love this, red wine. You have 3 of those a week. You can have that and enjoy.
All right, so it's time to find out how our participants did after trying the Sirtfoods for 14 days. Now, I'll give you the numbers. You ready for this? On average, the participants lost 1.5 inches off their waist, again, in only 2 weeks, and all of the women lost weight. The majority of the women lost on average 4.5 pounds, which is a healthy amount of weight to lose in 2 weeks. So let's bring in Jenny, our first viewer who tried this. Jenny, I'm so proud of you. You actually lost the most weight, more than 20 pounds. Which, of course, that's sort of stunning. There are many factors for this, obviously. I'm sure there was some water weight that was lost as well. What was it like being on this Sirtfood regimen? I actually don't understand if it's that difficult, and would you stick with it?
It is challenging to an extent because I am an active person. I love to go out with friends, but in the grand scheme of things, it was worth it. I do want to stick with it because it's been such an exciting launching pad to see where it takes me. Because you know, Adele looks great, and I know that she's healthier, and that's what I want for myself.
I want that for you as well. Congratulations. Let me bring in our next viewer who also tried this, Monica. Again, Monica had a very typical experience. She lost 3 pounds, which, again, is a perfect amount for only 2 weeks. Monica, how did eating more Sirtfoods make you feel?
It made me feel so good. I feel so energetic. Where my stomach felt bloated, and now I feel like that bloating has dissipated, and I can put on my clothes, and I feel good. So it's amazing.
Monica and Jenny, thanks for leading the way for all the participants in our social experiment. God bless you both. Up next, 3 surprising Sirtfoods to stock up on to help fight inflammation and boost longevity. Stick around. We're back investigating the Sirtfood trend that's breaking the internet after Adele revealed her remarkable transformation. Nutritionist Kellyann is back. Our own viewers tried Sirtfoods for 14 days. We found that the majority of the women lost an average of 4.5 pounds. They lost 1.5 inches off their waist in just 2 weeks. Remember, Sirtfoods are foods rich in antioxidants like these, right? They're found in fruits and vegetables. All things they tell you to eat, and they're in beverages like Kellyann keeps talking about, like the red wine here, and they activate a protein called sirtuins that we've known about for a long time. There's no medication to increase sirtuins. The only way that we know to change it is with food, but it's incredibly powerful in helping your body in many ways. And so for anyone who wants to try these Sirtfoods, and if they hope they can get results like Adele, what should they know?
Here's what I love. It encourages us eating more fruits, more vegetables, so that's more nutrition in our body. That's always a good thing. But here's what I want everyone to watch. This is a low-calorie diet right out of the gate to start. So if you are a diabetic, if you have some kind of eating disorder, you must talk to your healthcare practitioner first. And also just be aware that any time that you're taking in low calories, you can feel dizzy, you can feel nauseous, you can feel the lightheadedness. So just be aware of those things.
But it's not a crazy low calorie diet. It's
not.
One week where you're pulling back a bit, and after that, look at these foods. I mean, my goodness, what kind of a diet program does this? And these are the foods, again, you were told to eat when you were a kid. All the leafy greens, the best from nature, the fiber you mentioned from buckwheat. But I got to say, if you can give me red wine and dark chocolate on a program, I'm in. All right. Now, Kellyann says there are 3 surprising Sirtfoods that can help fight inflammation. The first are Serrano peppers. You say they are worth the burn.
They are worth the burn. And, you know, I love these. As being Italian, we've had these in so many of our dishes. I absolutely love them. And new research just came out, and it told us that, hey, these peppers can actually save your life from things like heart disease and diabetes. And this is because they have really interesting nutrition in them. They've got C in them. They've got all kind of potassium in them. They've got fiber in them. Low calories. That always makes sense. And then they've got something really interesting, Dr. Oz, capsaicin. Yeah. And capsaicin is so good for helping your body boost its metabolism. It's called a thermogenic, so that makes your body work a little harder to burn some more calories. So it's really good. Now, of course, not everyone can stand to eat peppers, so there's something, we have a solution for that too, Dr. Oz.
I see it.
Now,
I stuck it up here when you weren't,
you slipped it. You slipped it up there. So because avocado has that creamy texture to it, that's actually healthy fat in there. And that healthy fat helps you to be able to handle more peppers. But take it easy. Everyone's got a different tolerance. But these are a really great item to start putting back on the plate.
And just as a word of caution, since I've experienced this, if it's hot going in, it's hot coming out. So start slowly, work your way.
I think that's the best advice of the day.
All right, next Sirtfood food to stock up on are these Medjool dates. Now, I'm a Turk. Turks love dates.
Yes.
But you actually use them as a non-sugar sweetener.
I do, and it's one of my favorite ones because it's got a lot of B6 in there. It's got iron, it's got potassium in there, and that kind of cascade means low inflammatory. And so, like everything else on this diet, we really embrace anything that's low inflammatory, and also they're very versatile. So there's a lot of things you can do. You can make dates turn into like a syrup. So what you do is you boil the dates and you condense them down into this syrup, and you can pour them on things. You can also do all kind of great things like make a paste out of it. You throw it in a food processor. You can spread it on things. It's absolutely delicious. You can put it in a blender and make those no-bake bars that people eat, those nutrition bars. And what I like to do, and I do quite often, is I just chop them up, and I make it really easy. I put them on things like salads, and it's delicious. It adds a sweetness to it.
You know, a lot of cultures, Middle Eastern cultures, use a lot of dates. I don't know why they're not as popular here.
Yes.
They could be. Could be your opportunity, America.
Yes.
All right, next up, the Sirtfood food that I've been dying to talk about.
Yes.
I adore capers.
Capers.
It's the forgotten condiment.
It is completely forgotten. It's actually a little flour. And what I love about these is it offers a taste that you really can't find in many places. It's got kind of a salty vinegar taste that you can add to so many things. But again, it's got that perfect storm. It's got the right vitamins, the right nutrients in there to make them lower inflammatory. And there's under 25 calories per serving with these capers, so yahoo. So this is just a really great thing that you can add. Again, low inflammatory, low calories, high nutrition. That's always a win.
No wonder Adele lost so much weight.
It's no wonder, actually. Now that we've learned this, and she's drinking wine to boot. She's on a yacht somewhere drinking wine.
Chocolate.
This is not a bad idea.
So jealous.
I am too.
Kellyann, thank you as always. We'll be right back.